I was so sore yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but Monday, Tuesday, after a week of break, and then you get back to it, it's like, okay, my legs are so sore. So it was my day off yesterday. We are going to do a leg day today. It is that time, ready or not. What equipment you need? You're going to need to grab something to squeeze between your legs. So a Medball works great. I'm going to use a foam roller, but the softer foam roller. A pillow, a thick pillow. Anything you can put between your legs and squeeze. Then you also need some Minibands and some like a heavy dumbbells. I just have my heavy kettlebell, so I'm gonna do a heavy kettlebell. Whatever you got, round it up, and then some medium-sized dumbbells or some bands to do some other exercises and something to step up to. I have my step stool. If you guys have a box, great. If you have stairs, awesome. If you have a couch, a dining table chair that's steady, stable, something that you can step up to that you're not going to die off of, great. Besides that, grab your water bottle and let's get to warming up. Ready or not? Oh yeah, turn your watches on. Haha. I remembered. Let's go. Circuit training, body weight training, whatever you got. Okay, we're tracking. Warm up, we're gonna go hands behind our head. We're going to squat, hinge, squat. So you're going to squat first. My chest is forward. I'm gonna hinge, stretch those hamstrings out. My chest is to the floor. I'm gonna squat, chest is forward. Then I'm gonna stand back up, okay? That's our warm up. So we're gonna squat, hinge, get a good stretch in those hammies, squat, drive back up. When you stand back up, open up the knees. So I might have to adjust my toes too. My toes are forward. Oh, when we're squatting first. So my toes are slightly out. I squat. When I go to hinge, my toes kind of go forward. And then when I go to squat again, my toes go out. Then I stand up. If your feet are straight forward when you squat, don't worry about this. But you're going to squat, chest is forward, hinge, stretch through the hamstrings, squat, stay nice and tall, and step. Turn your music on. That's what I forgot. Get your tunes going. Get your body pumped up, ready to go. Go grab your speaker, your phone. Blast your workout playlist. Get pumped up for the leg day. Okay, we're gonna do one more of these. Squat, hinge, squat, stand up. Okay, that's the first one. I'm already hot. Cossack squat. We're gonna go to the side, push hips butt back, sink into it, getting as deep as you can. You're gonna pop those toes up if you can think, if you're sinking your butt all the way to your heel, and you're gonna push up and out of it. I don't know if this is a total workout, but butt back. If you can't go as far, just go like quarter squat and push up out of it. We're just trying to warm up the quad. You're gonna feel this a little bit in your hips. So if you need to modify it, just don't go as low. Try to bring those toes up for the straight leg, sinking down into it. So from the side, push your hips butt back, pop the toes up, just go as far as you feel comfortable. So if you're like quarter squat and come out of it, I promise you, your quad, your glute and quad, it's a quad. Your quad is gonna light up, okay? You get your glute and your quad. So push hips back behind you. Try to pop that toe. If you can get low, do it. If you can sink all the way down, awesome. If you're not there yet, totally fine. Then we're gonna skip the right for a second. We're gonna go to our hang squat. This one's a hinge, squat, hinge. So first motion, if I go hands behind my head, I'm gonna hinge. I'm gonna push my hips, my butt back behind me. Notice my back is nice and flat. Head, middle of the back, tailbone, straight, hinge. And then I go into my squat where my chest is forward. And then I pop back up into my hinge and I drive my hips forward to stand up. Don't think lift with your chest. When I'm here, I don't wanna lift up with my chest. That's my back. What I wanna do is take my butt and push my butt forward. That's my glutes, okay? So I have to go a little wider stance. Adjust your stance. Try to feel it. Turn your brain on. See if you're doing it right. So stretch through the hamstrings. Hinge. Squat. Chest is forward. Hinge. Stretch through the hamstrings. My hips, my butt. Drive up forward to stand up. Okay. Hinge. Squat. Chest is forward. hinge, stretch the hamstrings, drive my hips, my butt up to come forward. Hinge, squat, hinge, stand up, hinge, squat, chest is forward on the squat. Thinking through those hips, we're warming everything up. Hinge, stretch through the hamstrings, drive the hips forward. Hinge, squat, hinge, drive hips up, butt up. Hinge, squat, hinge, drive up. Okay, good enough for me. Right leg, Cossack squat. So push your hips, butt back behind you, sink into it, and then stand up and out of it. Butt, hips back, sink. So from the side, I'm sinking. If that's as low as I can go and do a quarter squat, totally fine. We're still gonna warm everything up. Butt back. If you can, you're gonna go all the way down. So think butt towards your heel. Pop the toes up and don't sit down. Push up and out of it. So we're warming up our hips. We're hitting our quads. My ankles being a little stuck for a little while. Like this is like my foot and my ankle kind of like too close, grinding. So when I sit down into it, I feel like tight and immobilize this thing. Okay, one more. Butt back. Pop the toes up if you can. Drive up. Okay, grab a drink. We're calling that. I'm sweaty. Legs are warm. Here we go. Okay. We need our something to step up to first. So I'm gonna grab my step stool. I'm gonna move my yoga mat. Get my step stool. So we're gonna do a side box step up first. And I'm gonna show you guys with some dumbbells. So get your dumbbells if you're feeling swole. Side box step up. I want it to be high. I'm going to put my leg here. So adjust the stance. But I'm standing to the side so that when I step up, we feel our glutes. You're gonna hit your quad. You're gonna hit your glute of the standing leg. So I'm holding my weight. I'm standing all the way up and I'm coming back down. As high as you can / whatever object you have is fine. If I could, all the way, I don't know if my ceiling's tall enough, but I would start in this highest position. I'm flexible enough through my hips, and then I would try to stand up. Can I do it? Oh, look at that, my head doesn't even hit the ceiling, so I'm gonna use this top one, try it. But if you have a lower step, fine. Stairs, table, dining room chairs, bench, you could try it on a table. Whatever you got, step up to, great. We're gonna go 8 on each side, just like it's a regular box step up, but you're just going to the side to hit more glutes. Ready? Here we go. 1. Oh, yeah, that's high. Remember, don't die. 2. Make sure your object is steady. 3. 4. 5. Just notice. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Where the knee is, the knee should kind of be stable over the toes as we're driving up. If your knee is all over the place, like forward, backward, or like side to side, like as you step up, your knee's like, then we got some stability issues that we gotta fix. Okay, from the back. Ready? You're gonna step up as high as you can. Make sure it's stable. 1. Step up. 2. 3. This is helping your single leg squats. 4. Step forward a little bit. 5. 6. And I feel it on my right. More. 7. 8. Then my left. Okay. Second one. We need some mini bands. I'm gonna start with light. So grab your mini band. It's gonna go around my ankles. Oh, this is a good sign, right? Breathing heavy means I'm getting good work in. You're gonna stand. Okay, hang on. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Got some hard down. Whew. That'll get you 1 through 6. Okay. Standing. Mini bands around your ankle. You're just gonna open it up to the side. We're still targeting this glutes. You're gonna feel it in the quads a little bit. You're gonna feel it in the standing leg. My mini bands obviously aren't flexible, but it doesn't matter how far you go. Just as long as you're getting some resistance, you're gonna open and then close. So we're hitting the hips, we're hitting the quads, I T-band a little bit. We're gonna go 12 on each side. Ready? So just open to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ooh, 12. Man, getting back to it this week. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hips are on fire. 10, 11, 12. Okay, there's one set. Ooh, are you guys tired? Wow. Wow, here we go. High box step up. That's hard, who knew? High box. It'll definitely wreck you. So, as high as you can. If you have a regular step, totally fine. Work on quad and glute. Ready, set, ready, not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stepping up. Use the glute. Use the quad. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Oh, I'm already won. Huh, I got a bonus. Switch sides. Opposite side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's amazing what the cardio does to these. 5, 6, 2 more. My cardio shoots up. 7, 1 more. 8. Okay, dumbbells down, mini bands around your ankle. Here we go. Okay. Oh, sweaty. Get to it. We're doing it. You guys ready? Need some motivation. Woot woot, let's go. 1 to the side. 2, standing. 3, stabilize through the hips. 4, try to balance. 5, 6, 7, if you need to hold something, that's okay. We're improving. 10, 11, 12. You might feel a little bit in the low abdominals, pelvis from stabilizing. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Wow, who knew this would be so challenging? Got one more. Or maybe I'm just coming off of being lazy or fatigued or drained, whatever you want to call it. And this is, man, getting back to it. Like, okay, take yesterday off. Boom, right in the face. Okay, here we go. Ready or not? Bet it is the last set. You can do this. Here we go. As high as you can, as high as you have. High back step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Oh, look at that. I just get so focused. Forget where I'm at. The bonus at 2. Here we go. Which means I should probably do some extra on this other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's definitely harder on my right leg, but my right side is also weaker. Do you guys notice any imbalances for you guys between legs? My left leg is stronger. My right leg is the weaker one. Okay, I think that's 10. This is as much cardio as running. Oh my goodness. Spike the heart rate. That's why people say weightlifting is cardio, because it spikes your heart rate. I'm at 170. So there you go. You hit 170 when you do sprints. So there you go. You're sprinting in your house. Okay, we're going to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should feel this top glute. 8. So that's why I put my thumb on it or your hand on it. It's your glute med. Glute min. Turns on, turns on, turns on. Hitting those both sides. So here, it's right in between the hips, right there. That's where you want to feel it. Or just like if you think butt, go up and over just a little bit. That's what's gonna turn on. So you glute med, glute min. So we're trying to squeeze using the glute. Come to the side. Get the right muscles to turn on. And I lost track, so we're gonna say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, goodness. Move your box. My step stool. Put it away. Grab a drink. Should call it a day. Say, yep, my legs are done. Okay, nevertheless, here we go. Stiff leg RDL is next. So when I do a stiff leg RDL, I don't want to bend my knees. Don't want to do that. I don't want to lock them out. Okay, so see, if I go this front leg, okay, watch my knee. This is locked out, straight. If I bend it slightly, that's a bend slightly. And if I bend it with the knee forward, that's coming forward. So when I do a stiff leg RDL, I don't want to be locked out like this, going down. I don't want to bend my knees, going down, that's a squat. So we're still straight, but we're not locked out. So slight bend, and we hold that slight bend in the knee. They're coming straight. Stretch those hamstrings, and then drive up from where? The hips. Driving the hips forward to stand up. So I'm here, push the hips, butt back, stretch through the hamstrings, drive my hips forward to stand. And we have 12 of those. So I'm gonna start my first set. If you're doing this half asleep, a round of applause, okay? Start your first set. Palms face you. Get some dumbbells, 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, heavy dumbbell. Bands, if you only have bands, stand on the bands with your feet. But we're gonna hinge. Push the hips forward, so feet hip width apart. Underneath your hips, push the butt back behind you. Keep the legs straight. Notice I'm not locked out. This is locked out. I don't want to do that. Still straight. Stretch. Then drive through the hips, kind of through your heels. Think stand up. We got 12 of these. Ready? Hinge. Drive through the hips. 1. I'm going to widen my stance just a little bit. Feels a little too tight. There we go. 2. 3. When you come down, you want to feel like you're in the center of your hamstring stretching. So 4. If I go super wide and I go down, that hits the inside. If I'm feet right next to each other, I'm gonna feel that a little bit more on the outside. So I wanna find that distance where when I lean forward, I feel the middle of my hamstring. 7, push the hips butt back. 8, most of your weight is on your heels, but when you go back down, think keeping the toes on the floor. Press down into the floor, find that balance. Press down. Whew. There we go, stretch, drive the hips up. Stretch, drive the hips up. So with my little weights, it's mainly a stretch. Good, slow my heart rate down, there's 12. Okay, then we're gonna go farmer carry. So you're gonna get 2 heavy weights, medium weights, 2 of them. You're gonna do a calf raise farmer carry. So what that looks like, normal farmer carry, we're just walking down and back, around the house, wherever you're at, around the gym, walking. Calf raise, as you step, you go off your tippy toes, step off the tippy toe, step off the tippy toe. So come straight up, calf raise, and then step forward. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's the calf raise. And I'm gonna do a suitcase carry, which just means weight in one hand rather than weight in 2 hands, because I don't have another weight. So I'm gonna go heavy kettlebell. Ready? You're going about 30 seconds. So coming off tippy toe, it's a lot easier if you have 2 weights versus the imbalance of the one. So keep doing it. Tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe. I'm gonna switch hands, calf raising to come back. It's hard to balance. Okay, it might be super hard to balance with one. So I'm just gonna go in place. Calf raise, calf raise, calf raise, calf raise. And I'm too sweaty. My hands. We don't work the grip. If you don't have heavy weights, you're not working your grip a ton. Okay, I'm gonna try this one with bands. Try to open up my hand. It's early, guys. Okay, you ready? We're going back to stiff leg RDL. Second set through. Standing on the band. Keeping the band tight. Here we go. So I have my band. Stand feet hip width apart. Push the hips butt back. It's gonna get easier as you go down. I'm gonna connect this to a circle. Oh yeah, like a loop. I just looped my band. Straight. 2. Better. 3, drive up to the hips. 4. Feel that in the lower abs. 5. 6. Squeeze your butt at the top. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Yep, just 12. Okay, then this is what I'm gonna do. It's really hard with the balance with a heavy kettlebell suitcase. I'm gonna walk, suitcase carry, down and back. I'm gonna do calf raises when I get back. So adjust as needed depending on what you have. If you don't know how to adjust, let me know. Throw it in a comment and I'll help you out. So suitcase walk, switch sides. This is called the grocery carry or the baby carry. You got heavy something in one hand. Okay, then I'm gonna do calf raises. I'm gonna hold heavy kettlebell with both. I'm just gonna go tippy toes. 2, feet hip width apart. 3, 4, if I get 30 of them. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So from the side, 12. There we go, trying to feel the calf ring. 14, halfway, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, it's starting to feel my hamstring too. 26, 27, 28, 29. Brutal. Man, hammies are on fire. Here's a fun fact for you. Calves are just genetics. Whatever calves you're born with, you raise, you can have solid looking calves without doing anything. Just if you were born that way. If you have big old calves, genetics. So we use calves every day, and it's genetics. You can obviously make them stronger, but it's not going to change. Like, you're not going to be able to lean out your calf because it's genetics. There's a fun fact for you. One more set. Band or dumbbells. Maybe I'll try a little mesclada with both bands and dumbbells. So we got RDL, straight leg, cross it over, grab the dumbbells. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? Push the hips butt back, stretch the hamstrings, keep the toes down as you're hinging, hips butt back. Don't let them lift up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stretch 9, 10, 11. This is where I would want to wear gloves because my fingers hurt. 12. Get them strong. Okay, I'm going to suitcase carry. Heavy weight. You can go farmer carry if you have to. I'm just walking all the way down. My hand gets so sweaty. All the way back. Okay, then we're gonna go calf raises. Here we go. Feet hip width apart. 30 with my heavy weight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, that's only halfway. 15. Feels like my calves are on fire. 10 more. 9, 8, 7. What about you guys? 6, 5. You got it. 4. I'm slowing down. 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, okay. Grab a drink. That is our. We just got core left. We're making pretty good time. Okay. You guys up for it? We got cool core and a cool down. Here we go. And then for sure need a shower. So this is where you need something to squeeze in between your legs. You need some mini bands for your dead bug. And besides that, like your body. You can get a mat if you want to lay on a mat. You could lay on the floor. Whatever you want to do. I would get light dumbbells, something you can squeeze. Medball. I'm gonna use a foam roller. Pillow. Not sure what else you could squeeze. I gotta keep thinking about that. Blanket. Okay. We're moving slow. First one we're gonna do is a Medball or foam roller. Squeeze glute bridge. Yeah, you guys are as tired as I am. So, Medball, remember foam roller between the legs, feet hip width apart for glute bridge, and then we're gonna tuck the hips, pelvis underneath, and we're gonna squeeze knees in first, squeeze knees in hard, push the hips up, squeeze through the butt, the glutes, okay? And we have 10 of those. Squeeze, drive up, squeezing the whole time. 1, 2, 3, Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Your brain has to think about so much. We have to think about squeezing in. We have to think about tucking under as we're squeezing in. We have to think about pressing. But the focus is the squeeze. So squeeze, press the hips up. Squeeze, press the hips up. Actively squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through the knees. The knees. Ooh. Feel the lower abdominals. You're feeling that in between your pelvis. Adductors attach. Okay. Ow. Adductors attached to your hips at your groin. Then you're going to grab some mini bands. We're going to do a mini band dead bug. So grab your light ones. Let's see if this will work. A little tricky. If it's too tricky, let's skip it. Well, we'll just do no mini bands. Mini band around the top and bottom of your feet. Mini band, you can hold it with your hands or you can put it around your wrists. So we're banded up. And then dead bug, we're going opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going left leg straight, right hand up, hitting that in my shoulders. Remember, suck your belly button to your spine. And then I switch sides. Right leg out, left arm up. So I'm hitting a little bit of upper body. Two, pop my neck. Three, four, five, six, seven, go for 10, eight, 9, 10. Whew. Nice work. Laying on your back still, we got flutter kicks. So if you need to, you can put your hands underneath your butt, tuck in the hips, so think tailbone pulls under, or you can just lay on your back, but your going legs are up and down. This is a flutter kick, and we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. And then, ready, set, go. I've got the 30, we're on the line, up and down, belly button to your spine. So think hips and ribs, we want to close them off. We don't want that arch in the back, so just checking the back. If you start to feel the back round out, belly out, take your hands, put underneath your butt. That makes it a little bit easier. If that's still too hard, bend your knees, but you're moving up and down from your hips. So my knees are locked in 30 degrees. If that's still too hard, knees are locked in at 90 degrees. It's almost like a heel tap. So you tap your heel to the floor, heel to the floor, and that was over 30 seconds rest. Okay, that's one round. What I was gonna say is we'll only have one more. It's just 2 sets of this unless you're feeling the gusto. You ready? We got our squeezes. Remember, the most important thing on this glute bridge squeeze is the squeeze. So really focus on that part of it. I have to go feet, so my object is so not very thick around. So I actually have to bring my feet in like a close stance glute bridge. I'm not sure what that one's called. I know there's like wide glute bridge or frog glute bridge. I don't know what it's called if your feet are close, so I have to find out. But feet closer together because my object is thin. It's not very wide. If you have like a med ball, you'll be fine. Regular feet. Here we go. Ready? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift. 1. Remember, actively squeeze. 3, 4, 5. Turn the brain on. Get those adductors. I know it burns. Between the hips, we're going. You're gonna feel that little in the glutes, but a lot in the adductors. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I'm sure that was more than 10. Okay, then we got flutter kicks, dead bugs. I'm going light and medium. If you hated these, just do regular, that's fine. Here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. It just hits your hip flexors and your, getting your oblique, the stability. 3, 4, open. 5, 6. Remember, belly button to the spine. 7, 8, 9, 10. flutter kicks, and then we'll stretch. Ready? 30 seconds. Get set, and go. Up and down, so you can lay your head back. It makes it a little harder. If you tuck the chin, your abs are gonna flex a little more. Up and down, up and down. Got 15 seconds, halfway. Come on, you can do it. And you need to modify, you can, but don't stop. Here we go. 5 seconds. Hold it, hold it. 2, 1, rest. Excellent work. Okay, we're gonna stretch by doing ankle rocks first. So I'm gonna mobilize my ankle. Okay, sitting on one side, ankle rocks, sit on one foot. You're gonna lean, knee past the toes. There we go, ankle's feeling better. Knees past the toes, stretching through the Achilles, through the back of the ankle. We wanna keep our mobility moving. Feeling good. Okay, switch legs. Same thing, sit on the other leg. Knee past the toes. Look at that, I have so much more mobility through my left side. Okay, hit this right side one more time. Ugh, stiff. Okay, then we're gonna do wide stance rocks. So rocks, yeah, rocking. Knees wide. I'm gonna pull my hips butt back behind me. I'm gonna drop my hips forward. So I'm wide through my knees so I can work my hips, pull hips butt back to the heels, and then drop hips forward, pull butt back to the heels, drop the hips forward. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, those are wide stance rocks. Then we got pigeon pose. So if you're in push-up position, drive your knee forward and then the foot comes across. And you're gonna feel that stretch through the back glute. You can also, if you do it from the side, push up, drive the knee, foot comes across and sink down into it. That's pigeon pose. Hitting the back glute, hips. Oh my goodness, I'm so sweaty. Switch legs. Okay, then this is a unique quad stretch. You can try it, you can skip it. Stretch your quads though a different way if you're not doing this one. So you can just grab your ankle and pull. But if you're think sitting towards your heels and you back up so that you can get as far back as you can, stretching through the top of the leg, hit your hip flexor. If this is like, nope, I can't, just lay on your side, grab your ankle, pull back behind you. Quad is your front of your legs. We're trying to stretch the quadricep. Oh, let's go. Okay, hitting the quad. Then you're going to do deep squat position. This is our I think it's can't remember what this deep squat's called. There's a name for it though. But you sink down butt hips to heels, and then similar to what we did in warm up, you go toe touches. This one you can lock out your knees because we're trying to stretch our hamstring, so feel free. Here, lock out the knees, and then drop down into that deep squat, working on the hip mobility. You can twist side to side. You can open up the knees, and then toe touch. Deep squat. Toe touch. Okay, feeling good. Protein, hydration. I'm gonna pass out. Ooh, that was excellent. Nice work today. Go enjoy the day. If you're about to go to sleep, favorite part of the day. Have a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow.